Friends, we're here checking out, unboxing, reviewing some brand new glorious products. We just reviewed the Model O wireless. This thing is absolutely incredible. But actually, next, what I've got in store is actually the Model O wired. I want to see how different they feel because this one actually is lighter than the wireless. This one is 67 grams, 69. Am I going to feel the difference? Probably not. We're going to check this out. Probably going to be giving this one away on stream. Come on up. But also, I've got the glorious mouse bungee cord. Then I also have the glorious white double XL mouse pad. We're going to check all this out coming up right now, friends. First things first, we're going to go ahead and unbox the good old glorious mouse. So let's check out the good old glorious Model O wired. Ooh, look at that presentation, dude. Look at that presentation. This thing is just beautiful. You can see obviously the nice hexagon cutouts, absolutely fantastic. And you're going to see that it does look exactly like the Model O wireless, except obviously this is just wired. So I want to compare a few things. I want to see, is the mouse wire going to be exactly the same? And can I feel the difference between the Model O wireless and the Model O wired in terms of feel, shape, size? I want to check out the feet, see if it glides just as well. You got to take out the stickers on the bottom. Some people, they're like, oh, look, baby blue on the bottom of the mouse. No, that's plastic. Gotta take it off. Gotta take it off. Let me take those out and do a little comparison between the two. I've used a lot of really great mice in my time, but I'll be honest, I've never had such a great first impression with any mouse as I have had with Glorious. This is fantastic, fantastic. All right, first I want to compare the actual mouse cable, okay? So this one right now is plugged into my wireless. This is plugged in the adapter. So I want to feel, are the cables exactly the same? Because I'm in love with the wireless cable. And right off the bat, honestly, I think they're exactly the same. Obviously, the wired one is not detachable like the wireless one is. It attaches via USB-C. But right off the bat, the cables feel exactly the same. I want to check the length. In my video about the wireless O, the Model O wireless, I showed that the cable was like maybe 6 feet. It was taller than me. Let's check this out. I want to compare the wireless cable versus the wired cable. So in my left hand, I have the wireless cable, the one that comes with the wireless mouse that you can use to charge or play wired, versus the cable of the actual wired cable. They're basically the same. They're basically about the same. But I do actually think that the wired cable might be like an inch or two shorter. Not enough for it to actually matter, though. So here we are, friends. As you can see on the left, we have the wired Model O, and on the right, we have the wireless Model O, and as you can tell, they are exactly the same. They almost look on camera, to be honest, they almost look a little bit of a different size, but I promise you in person, they are literally exactly the same. Now, the wireless feels so free. Wireless feels so free. But dude, even with the wire, oh my goodness, dude. Even with the wire, it literally, guys, it feels wireless. In my honest opinion, the wireless and the wired, in terms of weight, feel like literally exactly the same. The only benefit of the wireless is truly having no wire. You can't even feel it, but obviously, you know, it's there, so it might get caught on some of your equipment. And if you notice from my setup, right, the wire is getting in the way of some stuff. Here is your solution to that. If you want to be able to avoid any tug or anything from your wire, literally here's what you can do. They make something that's really, really great. It's called a mouse bungee. Check this out. This is the mouse bungee from Glorious. I'll show you guys what this is. Let's unbox it. Let's check it out. And then I'll kind of show you guys its practical use right now on stream. So let's open this up. They are very, very simple in practice. Like, they are very, very simple to understand. Boxing is great, by the way. Great high quality coming out from Glorious. All right, let's open up this bad boy. Very, very simple. I hate when things are frustrating to take out of the bag. But what this is right here, this is very, very clean. I love that it's white. I love the branding. And then what happens is you can extend this right here, okay? And literally the purpose of this, let me show you, is to attach the cable from your mouse to the back of it with just the right amount that you need. So you can see, like, obviously I mentioned before that in terms of weight and size and shape and even just the way it feels when you're dragging them and gliding them. They're clean. Honestly, I don't feel the difference, which is so crazy. Even though this has a wire, I don't feel the difference between the wired and wireless mouse. I really don't. They're both just so super light. Wireless coming in at 69 grams, wired coming at 67 grams. But obviously, for some people, the wire is a real factor. And if you don't want the wire getting caught on your stuff, like mine could get back here, all you have to do is set up this bungee, and you literally can use this mouse just like this. You can set up as much cable as you need and just use it just like this. Now, the wire is not going to get caught on the back of your desk. It's not going to get caught on this other stuff. It's not going to get caught on, my Stream Deck or my monitor peripherals here. Like, it's just, these bungees are great. And so to see this coming from a company like Glorious, they've literally thought about not only how is the product, but how is the experience when people are using my product. And so to see them coming out with their own bungee, nice and clean, great branding. I mean, it's amazing. I'm really in love with this product right now. And the wire is so light. It is so light that you literally, you can't even feel it. Up next, we're gonna unbox this I've been pumped for. The Glorious Double XL mouse pad in white. I've wanted white peripherals for so long, but I was never able to get my hands on one. And so I am a little iffy. Some of you guys might be wondering, like, Susie, aren't you a little bit worried about having a white mouse pad and it getting dirty and things like that? And I will say that is something that I definitely did consider. And we'll see how that goes, how it, kind of passes the test of time. And this feels nice and sturdy. But also, one thing that I don't know if other mouse pads have, but this is actually washing machine safe. So because it's white, I can actually just throw it in the machine, which is really awesome, dude. Let's back up and check this bad boy out. Here is my new Glorious, again, Double XL. You can see with a nice clean branding in the bottom. Check that bad boy out. PC Gaming Race. And look at this. Look at this. So just for dimensions, in case you're wondering, 36 by 18. So this is 3 feet by 1.5 feet. Right off the bat, I'll be honest. It is a little bit more of an off-white, almost like a really light gray that most of you might not notice, but I am noticing because of 2 reasons. So let me show you this real quick. Look at that, baby. Clean. Nice soft cloth, but it does look like it's got some good edges, because one thing that I really worry about with a mouse pad is when my arm is rubbing up against it, is it going to fray? Obviously, only the test of time will tell that. But because they've got this nice, thick, kind of like braided edge or whatever, stitched, whatever you'd call this, feels like it's going to be pretty sturdy. It's got a nice cloth. Feels a little bit more, like, not super slidey, which is honestly what I like, because I like that it's got a little bit more of like a cloth kind of stick to it. It's not like super glidey, like some mouse pads you touch are super glidey. I don't like that. So I think they complemented the mouse pad really well to the mouse. First glance, you could probably be able to tell. Maybe you can't on camera, but in person, if I'm being honest, it's really more of like a light gray than it is white, just to be honest. And you can tell the color contrast between the mouse and the mouse pad. Again, I don't know. Looking at my OBS screen, honestly, it does look more white than it does in person, just to be honest with you. It is a little bit more like the super light gray than it is white. And just comparing my desk to the mouse pad, you can see my desk is like a really sharp, really just like very evident white. Like, it's just white as day, right? You can tell a little bit more on the light gray side. But again, if you don't have a white desk, it's probably going to look really, really white to you. Like, if you were to take this and put it on a black desk or a wooden desk or whatever, like if you were to put it on something like this, see, now it would look super white. But because you're putting on a white desk, it doesn't look so much. So if you don't have a white desk like I do, you're probably not going to run into that problem. But overall, I love the feel of it. I really like the feel of it. I feel like it's going to complement the mouse really well. And it glides nice. I'm not going to go too much into the actual specs or the feel of the mouse, because I did that in my wireless review. So if you haven't checked that one out, you want to go check that out. But overall, the comparison, it's crazy. I didn't think they'd actually both literally be exactly the same, and they are. The reason I have both is because at first I bought the wired because the wireless was sold out. And 2 days after I ordered the wired, the wireless became available. So I picked it up and I was like, you know what? I'll just keep both, and I'll be able to give one away on stream and do something fun for the community with it. But overall, the wireless Model O and the wired Model O from Glorious is incredible. If you guys are interested, they actually sell this in a smaller version because both these mice are meant for people with medium to large size hands. I do feel like I have a larger size hand. I got a really wide palm. So this ambidextrous feel is really nice on my bigger hands, but they have the Model O negative, which my wife actually has, and she actually got her mouse before I did months ago. She's the one that inspired me to get this. She has the Model O negative for smaller hands. Incredible. So I gotta tell you, the mouse pad coupled to the mouse, coupled to the bungee cord, Glorious has really done it. First impressions, 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. Well, friends, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, hey, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Give it a good old thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the mouse as well? But lastly, and most importantly, friends, come join me on my live stream. Link in the description below. I stream Tuesday through Saturday starting at 10:30 a.m. Would love to engage with you in the chat, get to know you, and help you laugh a little bit more. Friends, thank you so much for watching this. We'll see you in the next one.